So they lied about Destiny 2. I have been sitting here working my way through on a fresh start character, playing the game for the first time um, in years. I hadn't played in a very long time, and they lied. I was specifically told that the Lightfall campaign was going to only take between 6 and 8 hours, and I just crossed 6 hours today, and I'm only on step 13 out of 21. They lied. They lied to me about how long this campaign was. I'm very disappointed. The internet lied to me, guys. I went into this thinking that Lightfall was going to be this super short campaign that everyone said was not so fun and super short, and nobody likes Nimbus or any of these other things, and it's going to be over really quick. And that's not been the case. Like, I'm over 6 hours in as of this morning's stream, and we're barely halfway through. So, yeah, I'm tired of people lying to me about things related to Destiny 2, because every time I turn around, I'm finding things to just not be like people have told me. Like, so many people have told me the game sucks. That's just not true. I've been having an absolute blast working my way through um, the campaigns. We started off with New Light, then we did Beyond Light, and we did what was it, Witch Queen? I think it was after that. But the Witch Queen has been definitely like that was pretty awesome. Witch Queen is pretty awesome. This one has been very interesting. The Strand has been uh, like learning how to use the Strand. There's been some frustration points with like the grapple thing for me, and that's probably just a learning curve. But overall, and I just found out today that I could like upgrade my Quicksilver, so I'm doing that right now. Um, But yeah, it seems like every time I turn around, everyone who tries to tell me that this game is dog shit and that I'm not going to have any fun and that the campaigns are super short and there's nothing here to do and that the game is in a horrible state compared to where it was 3 years ago or 5 years ago or 8 years ago or whatever, those people just keep lying. Like, it's constant lies is what I hear from people who keep trying to pile on and tell me how bad this game is and how short everything is and everything else. There's nothing to do. That's a big one. I've heard that probably 100 times over the last 48 hours on my Destiny 2 content. There's no way. You're getting paid. You're a paid shill. There's nothing to do in this game. It's an absolute pile of garbage. And I'm just like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, coming back as a new player, I say new in air quotes, I probably should say, because I'm not technically new, but I am playing it like a new player since I'm returning. I haven't played in very many years. Um, yeah, I mean, I think when I did my initial review the other day, I think that still holds kind of true. What I was talking about there, in that overall, I'm having a great time with the game. The two nitpicks I have are like sometimes there's the repetitive nature, and it's just the way the gameplay loop is set up, where when you're in a location, like right now we're Neptune, I think is where we're at. Um, and once you have like that location for the campaign, you're doing a lot of running back and forth between the same points over and over and over to run the missions. That part can feel a little repetitive and grindy, but what game doesn't have repetitive grindy stuff after 20, 30 hours of gameplay, right? And then the jump stuff is still like this morning was the perfect example of that. Um, During the live stream, I had a hell of a time. There was like this trial we were doing with the strand stuff, and I was having to figure out how to like grapple across these distances and then like use a melee attack when I came down. And I, for the life of me, was not wrapping my head around the grapple part of that, and was like, I'm just this is up there with like the jump stuff. I'm just no good at platforming in most games that I play, so it's a struggle point for me here too. But I love the gunplay. The storylines have been really fun. Please give me a TV show in the style of the cutscenes of this game, because I would love like a 20 to 30 minute episode. Give me 8 or 10 um, episodes in a series. Give us a nice tight arc, 20 or 30-minute episodes in the art style of the cutscenes, and I am all over that, because it's those cutscenes are absolutely phenomenal, and I love like who they're building the witness up to be. Um, the voiceovers in particular for the witness have been really cool. The way they've got the layering of the multiple voices, really creepy character, and I gotta say, very well done. And then just going through the missions and everything else, I've had a great time because like there's a little bit of humor here, there's a little bit of creepiness sometimes, some horror elements, but just constantly action packed. And that's actually one of the things I would say is a takeaway from after, now that I'm about halfway through Lightfall and having, I think we crossed 30 hours today since I started. Quick commercial break, everyone, to celebrate and give thanks to all of these amazing people who keep me on the air full time. Really appreciate the support. All you got to do is join as a member. You get access to private videos. You can also do super thanks on any upload or super chats and stickers on any live stream or premiere you see. And beyond that, don't forget we're multi-streaming over on Twitch now, so you can support over there as well. Thanks so much to everybody. Let's get back to the video at hand. And one thing I will say is I generally don't like to play this game for more than about 3 hours. And the reason for that is because after about 3 hours, I kind of feel drained because it's like so action packed that it just never slows down. And so you're constantly just bang, 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 going, point to point to point to point to point. And some of that is probably because I'm playing this as, I'm kind of catching up after years of not having played. So I'm just kind of going through all of these, like we've gone into here. I'm going to go in here really quick and look at the quests tab. I'm essentially only doing the highlight reel, which is like the main campaigns, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff I'm not even touching here, like of Queens and Worms, and there was the Shadow Keep thing that I haven't done. Where's it at? Yeah, Legacy Shadowkeep. Like, there's a whole bunch of stuff I'm not doing. I'm just doing like a highlights reel and just going bang, 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 bang. And so some of that is probably me doing it that way, where I'm not really giving myself breathing room in between the missions, which is why it's good that I play lots of different games, because it's nice to be able to play this for 2 or 3 hours and then go take a break and go over and play like Neverwinter Nights 2 and Enhanced Edition for a couple hours, or go play Death Stranding 2 for a couple hours, because the gameplay pacing is so different. And like tomorrow, we're going to be starting Tales of the Shire and Grounded 2, which again are two completely different, in terms of pacing, having a crafting survival game and another just crafting game to balance out this action-packed sequences. I don't know that I could play this for more than 2 or 3 hours, because I really do every single time I get done with like a 2 to 3 hour session, I'm just like, I need a breather, I need a break. It's really fun, but also so much stuff happening so quickly that it's kind of like going and running a marathon. It's like I need to decompress for a little bit. So I think the big thing for me though is just, coming back to every single time I turn around and find something on the internet about this game, whether it's somebody telling me how long a campaign is going to be, or telling me something about the game from the perspective of a jaded, ex-fan who had a bad breakup and is now very bitter and has a bunch of baggage about this game. I find, generally speaking, that everyone has lied to me about how bad Destiny 2 is, or how short it is, or how there's nothing to do, because I have found that exact opposite of that to be true. I'm having fun. There's tons of stuff for me to do. I'm 30 hours in. I'm barely scratching the surface with all the quests I've done so far. I still have the rest of this campaign to do. I still have the Final Shape campaign to do before I even get to Edge of Fate, and that's assuming I don't turn around and do all the other stuff that is in that quest tab before I even start the Edge of Fate. So lots of stuff for new or returning players to do. I'm having a great time, and it's a great little thing for me to slice in there between all the other games that I play, kind of spice things up from time to time. Love to hear your thoughts. Drop them down below. Daily streams at around 4:35 a.m. Central on YouTube and Twitch. And don't forget to check out the Destiny 2 playlist down below. See you next time, everybody. Stay safe and happy gaming.